Right now, across the state of Tennessee, you'll find charming farmhouses tucked away on peaceful rural lanes, framed by lush forests, vast fields, and tiny communities where time seems to stand still. Today, we're taking you on a tour of 10 remarkable properties. What makes this selection truly unique is the price range. We're starting at $250,000 and watching the numbers plummet all the way down to a shocking $10,000. That's right, just $10,000. Many of these listings feature expansive acreage, private workshops, tranquil ponds, and the kind of serene country atmosphere that everyone is hunting for these days. Perhaps the most impressive detail is that several of these homes are already in move-in condition, boasting cozy interiors, modernized kitchens, and plenty of private land. The biggest shocks are saved for the second half of this countdown. Some of the deals near the end of our list are so affordable they almost seem too good to be true. Until you see them for yourself, you definitely want to stay tuned until the very last house, because the final entry is a total game changer. If you love uncovering these kinds of hidden gems and rare real estate deals throughout the American countryside, show some love to the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you're always the first to see our latest finds. This is another exclusive report from Nestviewx.com. Now let's dive into our first property. Property 1, tucked behind a secure gated entrance in the serene Tennessee backroads, sits a residence that feels less like a house and more like a personal sanctuary. The second you arrive, the primary thing that grabs your interest is the sight of a vast stocked lake bordered by massive oak trees and elegant weeping willows. It is the sort of place where mornings start quietly with coffee on the deck, while animals wander through the grounds and evenings finish watching the sun sink behind the water as fish splash across the surface of the pond. The residence itself provides about 2,000 square feet of indoor living area, all on one level with 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. Inside, the place feels cozy, pleasant, and prepared to move in. Wood floors stretch throughout the home, providing both charm and longevity, while the main living zone centers around a snug fireplace that generates an inviting mood during chilly months. The design is functional and intended for daily life. The kitchen features a central island, pantry room, and an open layout into the living zones, creating a natural spot for cooking, socializing, and spending time with kin and friends. A mudroom provides everyday utility, while a screened porch offers the ideal space for a plant room, sunroom, or just a silent place soaked in natural light. All 3 bedrooms are remarkably roomy and elegantly styled. You'll have a tough time deciding where to rest. Meanwhile, the bathrooms look like they were taken directly from the pages of a premium interior magazine. All in all, the interior is incredibly welcoming and smartly furnished, giving the entire home a high-end, refined feel. But outdoors is where the estate truly starts to glow. The home sits on 2.5 acres of soil, giving the owners both solitude and space to develop their own small farmstead lifestyle. Apple trees, peach trees, berry shrubs, rose bushes, and flowering rows of Sharon encircle the property, providing color and produce throughout the year. Built-in chicken coops are already available, making it simple to start a self-reliant lifestyle at once. Picture gathering fresh eggs in the morning, picking fruit from your own trees, or even angling directly from your own lake just feet from the door. Just as the interior is totally spotless, the exterior mirrors that same excellence, providing a dreamy space to relish the peace and calmness you've always envisioned. Despite its quiet rural location, the estate is still handily situated just outside the town of Trenton, Tennessee, a small district of around 4,000 locals, where you will find food stores, schools, and daily services for bigger shopping, clinics, and extra facilities. The city of Jackson is only about 40 minutes away, making it simple to balance silent country life with access to a larger regional hub. And when you merge the acreage, the lake, the seclusion, and the move-in-ready interior, this estate already feels like one of the more compelling options on today's list. The list price for this Tennessee countryside escape with its own stocked lake and 2.5 acres of land is $250,000. But If you believe this estate already provides a great mix of comfort and rural living, wait until you see the next farmhouse because the location becomes even more secluded while the cost starts falling fast. Property 2. Now picture a home nestled deep in the Tennessee woodlands, surrounded by trees, vast land, and the sort of calm environment where life ticks at a slower clock. This next estate provides exactly that sort of rural getaway, while still being remarkably near to one of the quickest growing zones in the state, situated along a silent road near the town of Dixon. This turnkey home sits on just over 3 acres of soil, giving you a private piece of countryside where room, solitude, and nature become part of daily life. Walk inside and the home instantly shows a surprisingly roomy design. The estate provides around 1,800 square feet of living area, with 2 primary bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. But the floor plan also features 2 extra rooms with closets, creating versatile spaces that could easily function as guest rooms, studios, or craft areas. In real terms, the home operates much like a 4-bedroom design, providing far more functional space than you might anticipate at first look. The interior has been carefully refreshed, creating a bright and cozy atmosphere that is prepared for its next resident to move right in. New paint throughout the home gives the interior a crisp, modern look, while fresh carpeting adds comfort to the living zones. At the heart of the home sits a large feature fireplace that instantly grabs your gaze. This element anchors the main living zone and creates a natural meeting point where family and friends can unwind during cold evenings. The updated kitchen adds another perk to the interior. Modern finishes and a smart design make it both useful and welcoming, while the open transition between the kitchen, living, and dining zones creates an easy flow for daily life. Step outdoors and the estate truly expands. The full 3.01 acres provide a lovely mix of timbered solitude and open functional land. Part of the acreage is shielded by old-growth trees, creating a silent natural backdrop, while another section opens into a large, flat field. That open area creates infinite potential. It could become a garden, a small farm, space for outdoor parties, or the ideal spot for a future shed or extra building. Despite the calm rural location, the estate remains handily situated near the town of Dixon, a rising community of around 16,000 residents with food stores, schools, cafes, and medical facilities. Even more attractive is the spot relative to Nashville. One of the most vibrant cities in the southern United States sits less than an hour away, offering music, arts, cafes, and job prospects. And when you merge the versatile design, the modern touches, and more than 3 acres of Tennessee hills, this estate becomes a very compelling option for buyers seeking space and value near a major metro. The list price for this 3-acre country getaway near Nashville is $235,000. But the next estate takes us further into rural Tennessee, where the view becomes even quieter and the cost keeps sinking. Now, the costs start falling rapidly, but the gems keep appearing, because this next estate demonstrates that in rural Tennessee. Property 3. You can still find a turnkey home, over an acre of soil, and even a stream flowing through the back of the land, all at a cost that would hardly buy a small flat in many American metros. Welcome to Sunny Acres Drive in Westboro, Tennessee, where this classic colored brick home sits on just over 1.16 acres of soil in a silent suburb surrounded by nature. From the exterior, the house instantly emits that sturdy mid-century ranch-style vibe that many buyers love. Painted brick walls, simple, sharp lines, and a wide lawn create the aura of a home that was crafted to endure. Step inside, and the estate provides about 1,378 feet of living area with 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. The interior has already been refreshed, giving the home a crisp and cozy vibe that is prepared for its next resident to move right in. The living hall is roomy and light, anchored by a hearth that brings comfort and soul to the main meeting area. The design flows easily into the kitchen and dining zones, creating a useful setup for daily living. The kitchen features modern tools and plenty of counter space, making it simple to cook, entertain, and enjoy daily habits. Bedrooms are well proportioned and useful, including a main bedroom with its own private bathroom. But the true highlight of this estate shows up when you walk outdoors. The full 1.16 acres provide you far more room than most homes at this cost bracket. The lawn spreads across 2 merged lots, creating a large open zone with room for planting, outdoor events, or future additions. And at the rear of the land, a small stream flows along the border of the soil, adding a calm natural element that instantly shifts the vibe of the entire estate. There is also a huge 20 by 30 foot shop building already on site. That sort of room opens up endless options. Whether you desire a carpentry shop, car storage, studio space, or just a large zone for machinery and gear. Despite the silent location, the estate remains extremely close to town. Westboro is only minutes away and provides food stores, schools, local cafes, and vital services for daily needs. Westboro itself is a tiny Tennessee village with a population of just a few thousand locals. Famous for its relaxed rhythm of life and deep link to the surrounding natural scenery, the zone sits near the Buffalo River and the woods of southern Tennessee, making it a trendy area for angling, trekking, rafting, and exploring nature. For buyers seeking to flee the stress of city life, this zone provides exactly the kind of calm atmosphere many people are hunting for. So, here you have a turnkey brick residence. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, more than an acre of soil, a stream flowing behind the estate, and even a massive shop building already provided. And the list price for this rural opportunity in Westboro is just $164,000. But the costs keep falling, and the next estate continues the pattern with another budget-friendly Tennessee home, sitting on several acres of silent rural soil. Property 4. Now, this upcoming listing presents a feature we haven't highlighted yet. Imagine residing in a serene rustic environment bordered by woodlands and nature, while simultaneously enjoying entry to private lagoons, a swimming facility, local amenities, and leisure areas, moments from your doorstep. Welcome to Candlewood Lakes in Salisbury, Tennessee, where this turnkey-ready residence occupies roughly 1.18 acres of territory. Distributed over 4 integrated parcels within a restricted gated enclave, the atmosphere feels distinct compared to earlier houses. Rather than flat farmland or remote countryside, this asset provides a hidden forest setting, where residences are nestled in greenery and fauna regularly traverses the encompassing woods. Go inside the residence, and the floor plan reveals a remarkably efficient blueprint that optimizes its footprint. The house features 3 sleeping rooms and 2 complete washrooms across various stories, generating adaptable living zones that work great for households, weekend guests, or perhaps a silent sanctuary far from town. The primary floor of the dwelling contains 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, alongside the central social area that links the lounge, dining spot, and galley. The living zone feels airy and cozy, with oversized windows that invite natural radiance and views of the nearby timber. The kitchen is crafted for daily utility, with a sensible arrangement and laundry hookups already installed. The floor surfaces throughout the residence blend laminate, rug, and vinyl, producing a tough and low upkeep interior. Below, the finished garden level contributes a 3rd bedroom and a 2nd full bath, broadening the functional living zone and giving the dwelling a more versatile setup for visitors, relatives, or even a secluded office or craft room. But go outdoors and the estate becomes even more compelling. The entire 1.18 acres offer ample room and seclusion, with old-growth trees encircling the site and creating a calm, organic atmosphere. In addition to the dwelling itself, the lot features a massive 24 by 36 2-bay utility workshop. That type of garage space unlocks infinite options. It could easily transform into a carpentry shop, car storage, hobby studio, or machinery storage zone. Above the shop, there is even an upper floor that works ideally for extra storage. Now, here is where the lifestyle factor becomes truly distinct. Since this house sits within the secured Candlewood Lakes district, residents gain entry to a suite of benefits that are nearly impossible to locate at this cost. Inhabitants enjoy exclusive lake rights, a community center, a full-size swimming pool, and even a sports court. The surrounding zone is rich with natural charm, silent lanes, and plentiful fauna, producing a vibe that feels more like a rural retreat than a standard residential zone. And the monthly association contribution that enables all of this totals roughly $28 per month, which is exceptionally modest considering the perks provided. Salisbury itself is a tiny rural village in western Tennessee. Situated in Hardeman County, the village offers a relaxed rhythm of life and access to simple local needs, while bigger hubs like Memphis stay within driving range for extra retail, medicine, and fun. So here you have a ready-to-move house with 3 bedrooms, multiple floors of living zone, over 1 acre of forest land, a massive shop structure, and access to exclusive lakes and social perks inside a secured zone. And the list price for this distinct Tennessee rural sanctuary is just $159,900. But the following estate leads us in a totally new path because the cost falls further while the deal keeps getting more incredible. Now this following asset delivers a totally distinct vibe to our countdown. Property 5. Instead of a contemporary rural house, envision possessing a slice of Tennessee's heritage situated on several acres of territory, just moments from a developing hub. This residence on East Chester Street in Jackson, Tennessee originates back to 1912. And the second you view it, you can sense that aura of vintage charm that modern houses simply cannot match. The estate sits on a remarkable 2.7 acres, a scarce amount of territory for a listing, positioned this near to town. Step inside and the dwelling showcases the type of craftsmanship details that have nearly vanished from current builds. Timber floors extend throughout the rooms, refined French doors, individual living zones, and gorgeous tinted glass windows add vibrancy and soul to the residence. These are the types of traits that make vintage residences so unique, and they build a vibe that feels both exclusive and welcoming. The interior floor plan provides roughly 1,280 square feet of living zone with 2 bedrooms and 1 full bath. A formal dining hall sits at the heart of the residence, creating an ideal spot for parties and family dinners. While the lounge offers plenty of space to unwind or host, a dedicated wash area adds utility to the plan, and the residence also features a hearth that brings comfort and soul to the rooms. Even the washroom shows the house's vintage appeal, featuring a classic iron basin that reminds you exactly how long this structure has been part of the local scene. While the dwelling could use a bit of cosmetic refreshment and attention, it stays completely habitable and provides massive potential for someone who loves vintage architecture. Outdoors, the 2.7 acres produce a rare chance this close to the center. The territory provides open room for farming, outdoor fun, or future builds, while still maintaining the ease of nearby amenities. And that accessibility is one of the greatest perks of this estate. The residence sits under a mile from Mifflin Road, and just moments from the hub of Jackson. Jackson is one of the largest hubs in western Tennessee with a head count of around 68,000 people. The hub offers medical centers, retail malls, eateries, schools, and a local college, making it a vital financial center for the nearby region. At the same time, Jackson still keeps a slower rhythm than giant metro zones, which makes it attractive to buyers who desire access to amenities without losing room and value. So here you have a vintage residence built over a century ago, sitting on almost 3 acres of territory, packed with architectural soul, and situated just moments from one of the most vital hubs in western Tennessee. And the list price for this distinct slice of Tennessee heritage is just $149,000. But as we move through this countdown, the costs keep falling, and the following asset proves just how affordable rural Tennessee can still remain. Property 6. This following listing is located in the tiny village of Bradford, Tennessee, and it provides something that is becoming very hard to locate at this cost. A move-in ready residence sitting on over an acre of territory. The dwelling itself is a small and sensible 1-story residence built in 1949, providing roughly 872 square feet of living zone with 2 bedrooms and 1 full bath. While it is more compact than some houses we have reviewed so far, The rooms have already been refreshed, producing a tidy and cozy environment that is prepared for its new inhabitant. Inside, the residence features new paint, fresh rugs, and a partially modernized washroom, giving the rooms a polished look. The cooking area comes fitted with a steel fridge and a sensible floor plan that works great for daily routines. One of the most vital improvements is something you don't immediately notice in clips, but makes a huge impact in reality: a totally new climate control system. A fresh HVAC unit means better comfort and less worry for future inhabitants. The sleeping rooms are truly beautiful and ready for move-in, providing the ideal base for you to bring your furniture and begin life immediately. Step outdoors and the estate showcases one of its greatest perks. The residence sits on roughly 1.08 acres of territory, a full acre parcel that provides much more outdoor room than most listings at this cost. The lawn offers space for farming, outdoor lounges, or just enjoying the extra territory that comes with rural life. A separate carport provides sheltered parking, while the corner parcel position gives the estate a more airy and wide feel. Bradford itself is a tiny village in western Tennessee with a head count of just over 1,000 people. The village offers core needs including education, small local shops, and food choices, while nearby hubs provide extra services. For instance, you're only about 15 minutes from Milan, where you'll locate bigger markets and expanded retail shops that perfectly complement Bradford's silent vibe. For buyers seeking simplicity, value, and a quiet community scene, Bradford shows the type of small village environment that many individuals are hunting for today. So, here you have a turnkey-ready residence with modern refreshes, a fresh HVAC unit, and over 1 acre of territory, all at a price point that is becoming very scarce. And the list price for this budget-friendly Tennessee asset is just $129,000. But the following house leads us even deeper into the country, where the territory, the views, and the cost keep moving in an even more shocking path. Property 7. Now, this next residence alters the scenario again because the total of acreage suddenly grows in a vast way. Picture possessing nearly 4 acres of Tennessee heartland with a sturdy home already in place, vacant space around you, and the liberty to build whatever kind of rustic lifestyle you desire. That is precisely what this estate in Spencer, Tennessee provides. From the second you arrive, the primary thing you observe is the land. The property expands across approximately 3.82 acres, giving you a remarkable amount of room at this price point. The house itself provides about 1,431 feet of internal space with 3 bedrooms and 1 full bathroom, all situated on a single level for sensible everyday living. Inside, the arrangement feels airy and practical. The living area revolves around a fireplace that adds snugness and charm to the main meeting space, creating a pleasant environment for unwinding with kin or receiving guests. The kitchen connects smoothly to the rest of the home and comes outfitted with appliances, including a dishwasher, electric range, oven, and refrigerator, making the home ready for daily use from the beginning. The broad layout allows each room to feel comfy rather than small, which makes the house feel bigger than its square footage might imply. Walk outside, and the property continues to show its potential. In addition to the house itself, there is a shed already on the land. That building could fulfill a variety of goals depending on the owner's wishes, from storage and hardware space to a studio or hobby area. And with nearly 4 acres encompassing the home, there is still plenty of room to broaden or customize the property over time. Spencer, Tennessee sits in Van Buren County, one of the most pretty regions in the state. The town itself has a population of only a few thousand citizens and offers a calm rural lifestyle surrounded by forests, peaks, and natural landscapes. One of the biggest draws in the area is Fall Creek Falls State Park, one of the most noted natural parks in the southeastern United States. The park features huge waterfalls, hiking paths, fishing spots, and amazing overlooks that attract visitors from across the country. Living in this region means having that kind of outdoor charm practically in your backyard. So here you have a move-in ready home with 3 bedrooms, a fireplace, an outbuilding, and nearly 4 acres of Tennessee countryside surrounding it. And the asking price for this roomy rural property is just $124,900. But the next property falls below the $100,000 mark, and that is where the real shocks in this video begin. Property 8. Welcome to Maple Heights Street in Kenton, Tennessee, where this vintage home sits grandly on a wide corner lot with approximately 1 full acre of land surrounding it. At first view, the house immediately stands out for its classic early 20th century appeal. Built around the year 1900, the property carries that enduring architectural grace that has become increasingly tough to find today. But the real surprise emerges when you look at the internal size. The home offers approximately 1,812 feet of living space, which is a notable amount of interior room considering the price level. Inside, the plan includes 2 bedrooms and 1 full bathroom on the main level, with grand rooms that give the house an airy and cozy feel. The kitchen alone provides a liberal amount of space for cooking and meeting, while the living areas create a versatile environment that can easily adjust to different lifestyles. One of the most attractive features of this property is the amount of sheltered outdoor space it offers. The home includes a screened-in rear patio, where you can enjoy fresh air without worrying about bugs during warm Tennessee evenings. There is also a unique closed wraparound porch along the front and side of the home, creating a protected space that can be used all year for relaxing, reading, or simply enjoying the silent surroundings. Upstairs, extra rooms provide versatile space that could be used for storage, crafts, hobbies, or a variety of other artistic uses depending on the owner's needs. Step outside and the property continues to provide value. The full 1-acre corner lot gives the home a sense of freedom and solitude while still being located within town borders. In addition to the house itself, the property includes a separate garage as well as a distinct shop building. That extra shop space can be incredibly handy for tasks, equipment storage, or manual work, making the property appealing for anyone who enjoys working with their hands. Kenton itself is a small Tennessee town with a population of just over 1,000 residents. The community offers the kind of still environment many people seek when leaving larger cities while still providing access to vital services. For everything else, Union City, with over 10,000 residents, is just a 20-minute drive away, covering all your major shopping and professional needs. So here you have a historic home with over 1,800 square feet of living space, a full acre corner lot, a detached garage, a separate shop building, and multiple covered outdoor areas to enjoy the surroundings. And the asking price for this character-filled Tennessee property is just $99,000. But the next property drops the price sharply again. And this is where things start getting truly tough to believe. Property 9. Now we are entering the part of the list where the prices begin to feel almost fantasy, because this next property drops all the way down to $55,000. Yet it still offers a move-and-ready home, usable land, and access to some of the most lovely outdoor recreation areas in western Tennessee. Welcome to Old Fulton Road in Henning, Tennessee, where this snug countryside home sits quietly on about 0.62 acres of land surrounded by calm, rural scenery. From the outside, the home has the basic, easy character of a classic countryside escape. It is the kind of place that immediately makes you think about still weekends away from the city, fresh air, and long evenings spent outdoors. Inside, the house offers around 900 square feet of living space with 2 bedrooms and 1 full bathroom, all arranged on a single level for sensible everyday living. The layout is cozy and functional, with a living area that connects naturally to the dining and kitchen spaces. The kitchen itself includes an eating area, pantry space, and washer and dryer connections, making daily tasks easy and convenient. There is also a sunroom that adds an extra living area filled with natural light, creating a perfect spot for reading, resting, or simply enjoying views of the surrounding yard. One particularly interesting detail about this property is that much of the furniture is expected to stay with the home. That means the property could potentially be ready for instant use, whether as a personal retreat, a rental property, or even a small holiday home. Step outside, and the property continues to deliver more than you might expect at this price level. The land includes approximately 0.62 acres with a flat yard and scattered trees, providing enough outdoor space to enjoy the silent environment without requiring massive maintenance. There is also an additional unit on the property that can serve as a workshop or storage area, giving owners space for tools, gear, or hobby projects. But the location is where this property becomes especially interesting. Henning sits in Lauderdale County in western Tennessee, an area noted for its access to nature and outdoor recreation. Just a short drive away is Fort Pillow State Park, one of the region's most famous natural destinations. The park offers fishing, boating, hiking trails, scenic views above the Mississippi River, and large areas of guarded forest and wildlife habitat. Henning is a peaceful community of about 1,000 residents where you can easily find your daily essentials. For everything else, Covington is just a short 10-minute drive away. There you'll have full access to top-rated schools, regional hospitals, major shopping centers, and all the professional services you need for a comfortable lifestyle. So, here you have a move-in-ready home with 2 bedrooms, a sunroom, outdoor space, furniture potentially included, and access to some of Western Tennessee's most scenic outdoor areas. And the asking price for this countryside getaway is just $55,000. But the final property on this list drops the price to a level that most viewers will probably find hard to believe. Property 10. What we are about to look at is not a tiny cabin or a broken shack. It is a large historic home with real architectural status, sitting on its own piece of land in the lovely mountains of eastern Tennessee. Welcome to South Sycamore Street in the town of Elizabethton, where this historic colonial revival style home stands as a reminder of another era of American craftsmanship. From the moment you see the front of the house, the character becomes clear. The refined front entry, classic balanced design, and inviting covered side porch create the kind of eternal appearance that many historic home fans search for. Inside, the house offers an amazing amount of space. The home includes approximately 2,422 feet of interior living area, with 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms spread across 2 levels. Large rooms and high ceilings create the feeling of a traditional historic residence where each space was designed with both beauty and function in mind. Original architectural details and the overall structure give the property a strong basis. For someone who values historic homes and sees the potential in reviving a piece of local history, the property itself sits on approximately 0.54 acres of land, providing a liberal yard space within the town limits. The lot is flat and includes an additional outbuilding offering space for storage, gear, or future projects. Elizabethton itself is one of the most lovely small towns in eastern Tennessee, with a population of around 14,000 residents. The town sits in Carter County at the base of the Appalachian Mountains. Surrounded by some of the most stunning natural landscapes in the region, the nearby Watauga River is famous for trout fishing, while the Cherokee National Forest offers miles of hiking trails, mountain views, and outdoor recreation opportunities. The area is also close to the city of Johnson City, which provides hospitals, colleges, shopping centers, and a full range of services. And here is where things become especially interesting. The property is being offered through a live on-site bidding event. The estimated figure you may see listed online is not the final price, but an indication of where bidding may start. And this is actually how some of the most amazing real estate opportunities are found. Auction properties sometimes allow buyers to get beautiful homes at prices far below normal market value. For buyers willing to join and explore the process, it can be one of the most thrilling ways to find unique properties at truly unexpected prices. So, though the actual purchase cost shall eventually be decided via the bidding event, the approximate value linked to this vintage Tennessee residence is about $10,000. This brings us to the conclusion of today's gallery of 10 ready-to-use farm estates and rural houses throughout Tennessee. Beginning with a tranquil acreage with its personal loaded lake and 2.5 acres of ground, and finishing with a monumental dwelling with over 2,000 square feet and the type of chance that auctions can occasionally provide. Throughout the journey, we viewed sites with land, sheds, streams, antique charm, and silent country landscapes that demonstrate why Tennessee keeps drawing investors seeking room, low prices, and a calmer way of living. If you want further details regarding any of the houses shown in this clip, you shall find the listing links in the video description below. And if you love finding secret real estate deals like these through Rustic America, ensure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification chime so you never skip the next find. This is a report from Nestviewx.com, and I will meet you in the next video.